Good morning, everyone. I'm Margaret Claire Jacobs, and I work with the angelic beings, and I deliver messages of the mothers. I've been doing this for a long, long time, and it's with great joy and pleasure that I have the opportunity to share with you these various insights and messages. I use light language, dragon speak, sound, toning, and I encourage you to find your own sound, your own tone that sets you free. In this month of October, we are in the middle of a great many changes, and much of our aspects of daily life are filled with distractions, with various ways in which our attention can be pulled very easily into the chaos and the fear. False evidence appearing real. In this time, part of our stability, part of what we have prepared for, is our inner knowing, our choice, our power to decide. This is what is beneficial to me. I will not listen or engage in that which is filled with fear or focused on fear or some kind of discord. Rather, in this loving space, we have the opportunity to hold the light. That's why we came. We're all here because we chose to be here at this magnificent, chaotic time. And you may well be asking, why? And let us just remind you, we chose to come. We agreed with the Creator energy to be here because we believed we could contribute. What I wish to remind you is that by contributing, what is meant is being in the light, being in love, finding your joy, getting outside and grounding all of the chaotic energy, all of the magnificent energy. It causes a bit of chaos because of change. However, this is also a profound sign that you are engaged in this time of being. It's a decision, sometimes more difficult than others. But what we really want to do is encourage you that you really are following a magnificent path. And the biggest factors during this time is to let the wonderful mind quiet, go into your heart space and love. Love you. What takes care of you? That may mean making choices that others disagree or don't like. However, when you are the best you for the time, that doesn't mean you feel on top of your game even. It means that you know that you have purpose, and that purpose is the everyday, the smile, the noticing the sound of the birds, the taking the time to allow yourself to connect to your angels, your guides, your dragons, all the beings who support you now. It's incredibly important that you care for yourself. Then you can care for others. And we say this with love and joy. And so, we remind you of your choices, your power. And even in the midst of what often feels as just chaos in which it's hard to feel grounded, supported, there are others of like mind, like heart, who are also here on the journey. And you are never alone between the angels, your guides, your birth angels, your dragons. Call upon Archangel Michael and the deep blue dragons where they offer a bubble of protection, just like you see behind me, that light. Put yourself in the center of that light. Turn over all of the ramblings of the mind, the worries, that low-level constant tension or voice behind you saying certain things. This is a great time to tone, a great time to hum, to sing, to engage in something that allows you to remember to go into your heart. You are powerful beings. In this beautiful fall time, the equinox is still allowing us to keep growing, changing. There are many aspects of the physical body that are also enlarging. New DNA coming online. The 24th chromosome is talked about by many. It is our ability to connect to the cosmic, to the multiverse, in brand new ways that have been blocked before. We are being primed, readied for the next steps. We are working our way into the winter solstice and the birthing of the new. Major aspects. Allow yourself to make a choice that with ease, grace, beneficial abundance, and non-judgment, you set the stage for yourself each day in your power. And when you find drawn into the trauma, you have a decision you can make. You can step back into sacred observer. You can communicate with others through the third eye, the forehead chakra. It's a communication in silence that helps you manage in different kinds of situations, especially with those closest to you. We are changing our vibration into a much higher level. You've heard of third dimension being where we live in often the denseness, pain, and suffering, but it's also a time in which others are learning whatever their soul contract agreed to. So it isn't a hierarchical understanding. Rather, it's that those who are being drawn forward in a certain way have already crossed into the threshold of fifth dimension, God's unconditional love. It's there for everyone in their time and space. We are being very conscious of allowing ourselves to become aware of our prejudices. And by that, it can be a hierarchical belief system about who's doing what in the spiritual realm. Rather, take a step back. We are all one. We're all doing our jobs in different ways. And we're all called to different aspects of our knowing so we can contribute perfectly to why we are here. Surrender the thoughts that push. Allow extra time and space to be, literally sitting outside while the weather is still nice, absorbing the energy of all the plants and the beauty. Become conscious of what you're viewing. Step into this space. And like the squirrels that put away the nuts for winter, shore up, take in the beauty. Each thing has its own amazing, wondrous aspect. There are many, many things we wish to say, and we will conclude with this. You are exactly where you need to be. There are many outside changes that are occurring. Get the support you need from inside of you, caring for you. And when more is needed, and it is, have your first aid kit, who you call, what you listen to, beautiful music. drumming, walking on the earth, visiting the ocean. The water is incredibly healing. It's also very warm now. Part of our focus is on filling us with all we need to be. And so, allow in this deeper breath to breathe in and exhale, and breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. And one more. Breathe in, exhale. Drop your shoulders. Allow the smile to come upon your face as we channel the mothers. And with the greatest good for all, we call in all the beings of light to surround and care for each one. Let this message go into the heart, that all that come through me be of the highest ability. In this time, we of the mothers come, that you may feel this intactness within you, that you may often be called to let go, to give over whatever you thought was your security, your way of being, and replace it with an inner knowing, with an inner grace, to be able, in the midst of all that is happening now, that you be able to surround it in love and light, not pulled into the extremes, but rather to be conscious that in your humanity, if that happens, when you become aware, step back, love yourself, send out this radiant love of intention. Very often, our feelings, they are neither right nor wrong, are dredged up into a variety of experiences. Honor them. And by honoring, we do mean identify them. Feel them as is appropriate. And by that we mean don't allow yourself to move into them, but be very conscious of your own power to balance, that you not get pulled into the rabbit hole of the fear or the belief that this is some sign of failure or this is some sign of weakness. Rather, you are being human. What we do suggest you be aware of is that you create a story in your mind, very often, your emotion, energy in motion. And we point out this difference because very often they get blended. But what we wish you to know is this: it is not a right or wrong, but rather a conscious awareness of how you want to live. Emotions can be absolutely overwhelming due to the circumstances. Here again, it's not a right or wrong, but what do you do to balance them? Where is your first aid kit? How do you remember? Ask each day as you begin the day to call in the angels. They work for and with you when invited. Your dragons, especially the dragon, the red dragon of Glastonbury, a very strong and powerful component of the heart chakra to keep you grounded, to help you open. There is also a white, opalescent dragon, huge, coming up from all the sacred sites in order to assist, as this one met them, to take you into the passages of your own truth, your own knowing, your constancy of connection to Creator that can never be broken, no matter what the mind, the thoughts, the outside conditions may appear to be. There is always the light. You can never extinguish it. There are many, many beliefs that are being brought to the surface so you may look at them and let them go. It's not necessarily that you understand all the parts or that it makes sense or that you investigate. No. Let them come up, for they are there to teach you a lesson, an experience. And even with that term lesson, we mean more of allowing, rebalancing, calling in for guidance, that you might come across a poem, a saying, something that recharges your cellular knowing, your guidance, to bring about a whole array of rainbow light, for they carry the vibration of upliftment. We are saying all of this to you, dearest ones, because you are so precious to us, because you carry such wisdom. You have been on this journey a long time, and anyone who hears this message, it is because it radiates within you to feed you, to nurture you from the highest realms. We speak for the mothers, the divine feminine, but we are also engaged with the divine masculine, for this is a time of rebalancing and bringing everything together in that manner. The Galactic Federation, the White Brotherhood, the various multiverses, the ones that have no names but are vibration. These are your powers, your connection, your surrender, to not having to know it all, but to know inside of you, you have it all. In this time of change of seasons, the Gaia is going through a letting go. See the beauty in the letting go. Observe as we prepare for a season of change. And it's coming in all kinds of ways. Find your peace. Know you are significant in the vibration you carry. There is no one else like you. We say to you, we love you so. It is a time of growing love and peace and joy. You carry wisdom in your heart. You remember who you already are. We remain. Oh, 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 peace, joy, love, caring, we send to you, that you may catch them like looking at the stars, the brilliance of yourself and the all. Peace be with you.